Welcome to this grammar capsule, presented by our team of professionals at Customer Service College. In today's session, we will review the difference between active voice and passive voice in English. Hello, everyone. I'm Amy, and I will be your virtual tutor in today's session. Are you ready to start? Let the learning begin! Let's begin with the idea behind active voice, which is basically what we use most of the time. Active voice focuses on the doer of the action, meaning the subject does the action of the verb. For example, if I were to ask you, what do police officers do? You could answer by saying that police officers protect people and they arrest criminals. In the above sentences, the subject, in this case, a police officer, does the action, which in these examples is protect and arrest. Passive voice, on the other hand, focuses on the receiver of the action. In other words, when using passive voice, you focus on the subject affected by the action. This structure is commonly used when talking about the news or when talking about a custom or tradition. Take a look at the following examples. Criminals are arrested every day. An important criminal was arrested yesterday by the local police. The structure is as follows: subject plus the verb be plus the verb in participle. Let's compare other examples in active voice versus passive voice. For example, in active voice, we can say that in Mexico, during the holidays, it is very common for people to drink ponche, which is a traditional hot fruit punch. Another tradition during the holidays are posadas, which are traditional Christmas parties. So, using active voice, I could say that in Mexico, people have posadas. What are some common traditions in your country? It would be more common to use passive voice for these examples, since you would want to emphasize on the event, not the people. So, using passive voice, I would say that in Mexico, ponche is drunk during the holidays and that it is made with fruit. I would also say that posadas are celebrated in December. Again, notice how the structure is the subject, followed by the verb be in present or in past, and the verb in participle. Let's practice. Imagine there was a hurricane that hit a city and destroyed it. How would you change the following two sentences to passive voice, which is how you would hear them in the news? You could say, the city was hit and destroyed by the hurricane. The streets were flooded because of the rain. What other ideas can you think of? How about these examples? How would you change them to passive voice? The government closed many businesses during COVID. The COVID pandemic affected the economy. The World Health Organization required masks. In the news, you probably saw the following comments. Many businesses were closed by the government. The economy was affected by the COVID pandemic. Masks were required. What other examples can you think of? So, to wrap it up, let's go over the passive voice structure one more time. Remember that this structure focuses on the subject affected by the action. So the subject is followed by the verb be in any tense, plus the verb in participle. An example is, my flight was canceled yesterday. We hope you enjoyed today's session. Next time you have the opportunity, practice what we saw today.
On behalf of our team at Customer Service College, we would like to thank you for watching. And don't forget to follow us on our social media pages.